Welcome back, everybody, to Let's Play Planescape Torment. In the last episode, we pissed off the Lady of Pain, got mazed, and learned something horrifying about our past selves. Through, the fact that they kind of made a journal out of their own skin and bone. We also came to Fell's Tower to pick up, Fell's Parlor to pick up a few tats, and we didn't have enough money to get one of the ones that we needed. Well, one of the ones that I wanted. Turns out, those portalets we picked up in Rubicon sell for a damn lot. I decided to keep one just in case. But, yeah. So, I'm gonna get that tattoo of the art. Good stuff. Yes. Yes. Give, please. I guess I should see if I can pick up one more while I'm here. Razor Angel Ink. Right, limited number of uses. Sensates. What does True Savior do again? 3 saves to paralyzation, which would be nice, but I'm not entirely sure. Tattoo's power is limited. Ugh. Logic cubed. Did we look at this one? -3 to wisdom. Tattoo of the skull. Huh. But it's a -1 to wisdom. Wisdom is like the friggin' all-important skill in this game. Not skill, stat. Tattoo of bloodletting? Huh, maybe. I'm just not entirely sure. Let's see. Well, +3 to lore might not be bad. Oh, my inventory's full. Grace, you're a sensate. Hang on to this to me, would hang on to this for me, would you? Thank you. Another brand new tat. And another brand new tat. Nice. Alright, so the time has come. The time for us to go to the maze where the infamous Night Hag Rabble Puzzle Well is. But first, we're gonna go to Tomb Sweet Tomb, we're gonna memorize a couple of spells, and then we're gonna nap. See that? Oh, that's Bane the Cinder. I hope he's doing better now that his job is complete. Okay. Let's take a look at our spells. We're gonna not need that. So let's see. What does armor do again? Until destroyed by damage, physical attacks shall be thwarted as protection granted to those who have none. Might want to take this to cast on Mort. Same time, what does shield do? This spell summons a globe of force that protects the caster from physical attacks. When cast, a magical orb of protective energy arises and protects the recipient from attacks and from attacks from all directions. It bestows an AC of 3 against all attacks and +1 saving throws for 25 seconds, divided by the level of the caster. So just general protection and damage absorption, or Planara, higher AC and saving throws. Fuck it, both. Yeah. As for level 2, we'll include our new Swarm Curse. Other than that, we cast fire and ice now. Nice. I gotta remember to put some distance between, like, me and whoever I'm casting it at, because, oh boy. Dak'kon a little bit more offense. Guess give him more chances to cast Power of One and balance on all things. He doesn't know much else. We may have to study more of the Unbroken Circle of Zerthamon soon. That aside, didn't Grace level up at some point? Oh yeah, she did. Prayer and Call Lightning, remove curse. We don't really need to speak with dead since the Nameless has stories Bones tell. So, let's add a little bit more Call Lightning. Another cure serious wounds, and that's all Grace knows. Let's see. Yeah, that sounds about right. Does Nordum or anybody else have, like, spells by any chance? No, probably not. Okay. Let's snap. There we go. Okay. So, from what I've been told, this is the gate that we need to get to Rabble. And we have the key right here. So, oh boy. You unfold the shimmering metal and immediately it begins crackling with life. It begins forming itself into a metallic circle, hovering in the air. There's something in your possession that's activated the portal. You have the feeling that you probably ought to make sure you have everything you need. You might not be back in Sigil for a long time. Well, I'm about as prepared as I can be, and if not, hey, I have multiple saves for a reason, so let's step on through. Ooh, this place already feels wrong. Wish I could kind of change the Nameless One's party order, but, actually, let's switch up Dak'kon and Anna's, so that way she ends up in the... Whoa! Ooh, we're already off to a good start! What the fuck are those Trigids? I don't like the sound of those. Curse at that one, Mort, and then go attack that one. Yeah?
Blathering idiot.
Well, that didn't work. Dak'kon?
Your will be done.
Anna?
I know.
Thank you. Nordum, give old Morty Mort some backup. Okay, good. We didn't even have to cast any spells. But still just, ooh, did they drop anything? No, they didn't, because, okay. Oh, what? Oh, that's not good. That's just a thing that's gonna be happening, isn't it? Uh-oh. Throw Mort at it. Go. Anna, you wanna go? Never mind, it's dead.
Alright.
Okay, so... Oof. Uh-oh.
What's up? Sure, why not?
Mort? Oh, shit. Okay, we can all gang up on it. It'll make it die faster. Okay, so... that's the thing that's gonna be happening. I don't think we're gonna have a place to rest now, are we? Ooh, here we go again. I don't know what these... Mort, thank you.
Affirmative.
Right.
There we go. It looks like they're made out of some weird plant matter. Then again... ooh, that seems to be that seems to be the thing for everything around here. Ooh. I have so many ooh, hello. Mort.
I think affirmative. Affirmative.
Anna, you wanna...
See that?
Oh, okay, that works. I have the feeling that none of these are going to be dropping items anytime soon.
Done.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Mort! fuck it. Everybody gang up on it. Sucker. Okay.
Done.
Hey, you stop that! Oh god. Hi! Can I help you? Probably not. Mort,
Sure, why not?
say
Stupid
something.
yabbo.
Say something awful about its mom.
Affirmative.
Did you see that?
I know.
There we go. Oh, there's another one.
Awaiting order.
Right.
Endure. Did you see that? Grow strong.
There we go. Mort needs a little bit of healing, so, no, not that. There we go. Grace. Great. Do it. Sorry, let me just get out of your way, honey. There we go. Alright, so... I think we just found a dead end.
Right.
Then
Alright.
again, this is a maze constructed by the
I'm
Lady
gone.
of Pain, so we're bound to be full of them. Let's see. There's a portal.
What?
And another one of those things. Mort! Mort. Yeah, fuck it. Everybody pile in! There we go. Good work, team. But yeah, there's...
Portal detected.
Yes, thank you, Nordum. Well, let's see what happens when we go... Yeah, we've been here already, motherfucker. Takes us right back to the start. No. Uh-oh! Mort? Thank you. There we go. Oof. Wait. I still hear battle music. What's attacking me? Nothing. Uh-oh. Mort. Mort, dude. Mort. He's attacking Animort!
I hear your word.
There we go.
I'm gone.
I've also received, like, uh-oh. Oh, that's not good.
What's up, Chief?
Just go right into the middle of those two. Swear at one,
Okay.
munch on the other.
Did you see that?
Nordum addressed. Error.
Okay, there we go.
Bobs covering these trees are quite fascinating.
Black barbs, huh? Well, Mort's a little banged up for the time being. Could you patch him up, Grace?
They must face lengthy strength.
Thank you. Do the same for Dak'kon, please. And while we're at it, patch up yourself a little too. I don't know when you took a hit, but... Also, somebody told me my boyfriend told me something cool about Grace. She doesn't worship any god in particular, but rather her ability to be like to do like cleric-y stuff comes from her belief in herself, and that's pretty fucking badass. Okay, so there's another portal here, but at the same time there's a path over here. Uh-oh. Mort!
What's the word, Chief? Joke on a bone, you witless ape.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, it ran away. Okay.
Damn it. I will hear you. Your path is mine.
Right.
What's up?
Attack that. Everybody fall in.
Did you see that?
There we go. Uh-oh. Oh. Hello. Mort. Bite it. Nordum, back him up.
Error.
There we go. Oh, jeez, Mort's a little banged up again. Grace, could you do something about that? Thank you, honey. There we go. What the? No, 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 no. You stop that. Oh, uh-oh. Mort, take care of it. Mort! Mort! Thank you. Here we go. That's as good as dead. Let's see. We've been that way before.
I'm
But we
gone.
haven't been... I don't think we've... No, we haven't been this way before. It's still, like, covered in darkness. Grace. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass around some clot charms is what I'm gonna do. Patch up some of our minor wounds. Yeah. I've received some tips about Rabble. Mostly just in that keep in mind that you are while Nameless is immortal. She's still a terrifying night hag who wreaked hell upon Silu itself. Be nice. Okay. Give all these blood charms to Nameless so that way they're all in one place should I need them, should I fly into a panic. And here we fucking go. The plump, hooked-nosed woman gun prone before you doesn't look much like a myth. She's outfitted in a simple, if dirty, brown shirt and leggings with a number of pouches hanging from her frayed belt. She seems oblivious to your presence, more concerned with the tangled black roots woven together from floor to floor of the maze than anything transpiring around her. Study her for a moment. A tangle of jagged gray hair juts from beneath the crone's hood, spreading down her shoulders like a mass of twisted gray roots. Sickly blue-gray flesh hangs in loose folds from her face. Her narrow chin, long and sharp, juts forward in an extreme underbite. Two filthy yellow canines protrude from her lower jaw like small tusks. Ravel?
Visitors.
The crone's voice is thick and scratchy, as if trying to force its way past layers of dust. Her eyes are dull, bloody red, with black veins running through them like tree branches. As she gazes at you, a strange crawling sensation passes through you, like snakes burrowing beneath your skin. Hi, Ravel.
Oh, now, my pretty thing. Have you returned at last? You were gone so long, I feared you forgot poor, lonely Ravel.
I did forget for a time, but now I have returned. Have you? But what has returned? She squints at you with her black-veined eyes and hisses softly. Let Ravel see how you've fared in this life. She reaches out as if to caress you, but suddenly you notice her fingers are talons, each fingernail filthy and wickedly sharp. Probably gonna regret this. Her ragged talons trace their way across your skin. In their wake, you feel the same tingling sensation you felt when Ravel first looked at you. Her eyes dim somewhat, and her talons slide gently along the contours of your face, lingering on your scars. Ravel's finger withdraws and she looks at you sadly. Oh, sad, sad, broken half-thing, all a pieces. She squints at you again. No longer the one Ravel knew, are you? Are you still a broken after all this sad, sad time? Broken? What do you mean? A body you possess, but a body of knowledge you do not. She points her ragged talon at your chest, at your scars. Many and such scars you have, all a scrawl on your skin. Many tales does your skin tell. What tales does my skin tell? Your scars and tattoos shout to me. Here is a man in confrontation with the world. Ravel makes a crooning noise, not unlike a dying bird. Yes, such tales as would shrivel even a hag's ears. Tell me these tales, please. I would know them. The tales are many. They echo of balance, imbalanced, trials of war, battles with the fiendish elements, and a creature that feeds on others from afar to sustain itself. And such torments flesh has never known. Balance, imbalanced? Divided in two you are, when your mortality was peeled from you, no longer balanced, much a broken in the separation, both a blessing and a mistake, but more a mistake than a blessing, Ravel thinks. You took my mortality. How? Forgotten the how of it, have I? Have I? Ravel's gaze dims for a moment, the black veins swimming in her eyes. And even if I remembered it, I would never do it twice. Not forgotten the moment, have I? After the break, seeing the pain stream from your veins, your cries like a wailing child, every bit of your being filled with emptiness, terrible, even for these eyes. So, that's why I feel hollow inside? Because my mortality is gone? Very well. What are the other tales my skin tells? Let's see. Trials of war? Great trials of war. Much too much to be born from any mortal thing. This war touches all, my precious half-man. There is no place where it where its caress is not felt. Did it touch you? Ravel's voice drops, almost bitter. To this, Ravel says I. The blood war. I would explain the scars. What are these other tales my skin tells? Battles with fiendish elements. Two fiends butt heads. Ravel sniffs as if in content, their tiny heads filled with ideas of how the planes should be, yet can never be, or the planes they would be no longer. Such foolishness. I'm not certain I understand. What are these other tales my skin tells? A creature that feeds on others from afar? No base hungers do you feel, but far, far more terrible ones boil beneath your skin, and such a cost. Hungers? What do you mean? I know not. Not the nature nor the cause of these hungers, but heed this. Coming events cast their shadows before them, my precious half-man. There is no saying of what these events will be. Not even with Ravel's eyes. Very well. And these torments, what are these torments you speak of?
Updated my journal.
A lodestone pulls iron to it, and so do you, my precious half-man. But not as iron, but tormented souls. As others suffer, they are drawn to you, and your path becomes theirs. She makes a sweeping gesture. Do you not see them in the eyes of those that have traveled here with you? A succubus that spent many years a slave, a tiefling who, from what I gather, has grown up in terrible conditions, a Githzerai that does not know the teachings that basically caused his people to come to be, a skull that lies so often about himself, God only knows what he's been through, and a Modron who suddenly becomes sentient and can never go home. Yeah, I think I see. Do you wish to explain, Gith? Ravel throws a burning glance at Dak'kon, tempered with a fanged smile. Vows may prove tighter than any chain, no? The manacles of a race once enslaved, now a slave again. Slave again? But no, Dak'kon's my friend. He's with us of his own will. Right? Dak'kon is silent, but his blade shifts at Ravel's words. The blade darkens, the edge sharpening until the Karak itself seems to carry a horrible malevolence about it. Please don't speak to my friends like that, Ravel. The cog box. Ravel's gaze drifts to Nordham. Once it knew only suffering's definition, but now it feels its sting. There is no room for two in a world of ones and zeros. No place for mayhap in a house of truths and falses. No green with envy in a black and white world. When it discovers how the planes turn, when it discovers the truth behind loyalty and ill logic, the more torments it will know. Ravel, leave my companions alone. I have the chattering skull. Ravel doesn't even bother to look at Mort, as if he is beneath her notice. Are the quips enough of a shield for what lies buried beneath your brain box? Why speak truth when lies suffice? Mort? Ravel, what do you mean? The abyssal temptress. Ravel sneers, her yellowed fangs piercing her purple lips as she squints at fall from grace. A skin so fair, lips so rich, eyes that might cause you to forget Ravel herself, and yet she suffers, more than any other, when she turns on their nature. Many are the torments of that which arise from such a betrayal. Ravel, Grace replies softly, almost cautiously. I have come to terms with my... You lie, succubus! Ravel's lips peel back in a snarl. You lie! Do not dare lie to me when your heart is a book to me. Every word you spit screams of your torment. Have care with your words, Ravel. Enough of this. Ravel gestures at Anna, as if she is for sale upon an auction block. Look upon the fiery tiefling, such fiery hair and voice. Ravel smiles, baring her rows of yellowed teeth. Shall I speak of your torment, tiefling? Anna seems paralyzed, her eyes wide as Ravel turns her black-veined gaze to her. You can see her trembling, her heart beating fast. No, I shall not speak of it. Ravel's voice drops, almost as in exhaustion, and then the smile fades from her face. Grown tired of the cruelties and torments Ravel has. The world then is a jagged enough place. She turns to you, her bloody eyes dimmed, and she sighs. And my precious, precious half-man, for you, the greatest torment of all, life forevermore. Can it be life cares for you as Ravel does? She gnashes her yellow tusks with a horrid clacking noise. One so brave, so passionate, so terribly lost. Sad, sad. Ravel, why did you make me immortal? A puzzle of bone and skin were you, always intriguing, and the most beloved of all who came to me, petitioning, requesting, pleading, pleading for help. Ravel stares hard at you, her black-veined ember eyes narrowing. So hard to see past the scars, to dig up the man who once was underneath. Can you tell me anything about who I once was? A shadow was substance, a seeking that which casts light. I know you more than, and no. Ravel pauses, her eyes dimming. No more than I know the nature of any man. Cross paths we have, a man tainted with undeath, still feeling the pangs of separation, and an old withered crone now all imprisoned. Crossed paths? Seems that we have a meeting for the first time. No, not. And Ravel seems confused for a moment, then shudders as if throwing off a weight. Not at all. An echo of a future meeting, then this is, or a past meeting, depending on which way time is facing. So this meeting echoes a meeting in the past? Now and then, very similar, so tangled, and now and then is both mirrored in each other. And once and again, you come afore me with a problem, to challenge me for a solution to an impossibility. Ravel hisses at you, her eyes ablaze. Beautiful, ungrateful, beloved man. What is this impossibility I asked you to solve? Ravel doesn't seem to have heard you. She still seems to be in the past, her eyes dim, as if looking far away. Such fires in your eyes, enough to stir a grey lady's heart, passion to be free. But when freed, the fire in your eyes guttered out. With the separation, your life has shed all meaning, I fear. Ravel smiles, with her yellowed fangs, and then clicks them together as if laughing. Mayhap you should sit on your hind legs and limp your forepaws. Mayhap Ravel will give you another scrap of knowing. If begging will bring me answers, then I beg you, Ravel, tell me what you know. I need your help in remembering what happened. Ah, a gentled heart now. Ravel's black-veined eyes glint, and the corner of her mouth twists upwards like a snake. Has life softened you? Ah, but one can hope. Ravel, I have many questions I wish to ask you. Oh, more questions do you have? Ravel croons softly, but there is an edge to it, as if she is reprimanding you. But you have already asked so many. Ravel's black-veined eyes take on a curious gleam. Time for my questions now, half-man. Very well, Ravel. Ask your questions. Know this and know Ravel's law. If you do not answer my questions, no more of your questions I will answer, my precious man. Step lightly with the answers, or the asking shall tear you apart. Your rules are fair. Ask your questions, Ravel. I would know why you have traveled here with these others. Know not the place they were traveling to. Oh, I could just butter her the fuck up. No, let's not. They chose to walk this path with me. Chose? Ah, a dangerous word. Is it so? Yes. Yes. Gravel throws a black-veined glance at Dak'kon, her voice like an arrow. Is it choice, Gith? Is it? Or is it the matter of two skies? Dak'kon's blade bleeds into a vicious, dead black, mirroring his eyes, and to your surprise, the Karak edge silently splits into jagged fangs. Gravel, leave him be. I will answer your questions, not them. What of the cog box? Gravel turns to Nordum, sneering. What does it know of choice? She snaps her fingers like the sound of cracking bone. There is only obey and obey, Query, what does Nordum define choice? Define choice, the act of choosing, selection, the right opportunity to choose. Nordum, stop. This is between Ravel and I. Look, Ravel. Ravel turns to Mort. Skull, skull, skull. Ravel clicks her tongue at each word, and her eyes and her smile widens. Your expression is difficult to read without the skin wrapping, but I feel your fear from here. Coming here was not your choice. Well, I didn't have anything better to do except go to one of the ladies' mazes and meet one of the evilest creatures ever to set foot in Sigil. So I said, sure, why not? Mort, be quiet. Ravel, Be quiet! Mort clicks his teeth. Like hells I will. I think we've listened to this crone rattle her bone box enough. And now she's got some pair of stones saying I haven't got any skin. So what if I don't? Obviously the fact that she has skin has done wonders for her and for her looks. Does it look like I like being naked all the time? And another thing. Mort, cut it out. Ravel, look. The succubus. Ravel squints. Did she have a choice? Mayhap in her smooth-skinned mind and soft silks of hard truths. Maybe choice. But no, a sensate must experience all, and to refuse to come, not a sensate would you be. Still no choice. Ravel, enough. The tiefling, the fiery one. Ravel cackles softly, and her eyes kindle as if amused. No choice at all. When you feel instead of think, there is little room for choice. Anna has no response. Ravel's mere presence seemed to have silenced her. Her tail has stopped flickering, however, and her eyes have lost their hard edge. Enough with this, Ravel. What other questions do you have? Ones that don't involve torturing my friends. Shh. There will be enough time for you to speak, my precious man. Ravel taps a talon against one of her yellowed tusks. This question next. What do you feel for those that have come with you? Do they matter in your heart? She smiles, black veins dancing in her eyes. Or are they tools of your will? They matter to me. They're my friends. Even that Gith? Ravel's ember gaze falls on Dak'kon, and then slides off to lock with your eyes again. Speak what he means to you. Say it true. Blanketing my garden he will be. He is my ally. I know him. He is my friend. Ah, Ravel nods and then smiles again. Her her talons tapping against each other. Does that surprise you? What of the skull? Ravel doesn't even bother to look at Mort. Surely he matters not to one such as you, or does he? I like him. He's my friend. Curious, curiouser. Ravel smiles. Quite the puzzle box you are shaping up to be. What else lurks in the dark places of your mind? I hide nothing. Ah! Ravel's voice takes on a threatening weight as she turns to fall from grace, her red eyes blazing. And here is the core of it, the abyssal temptress. Does she rise above the men and the merely carnal to you, or is she something else in your eye, Grace says nothing. She seems to be studying Ravel intently. You are suddenly struck with the feeling Grace is sizing Ravel up for a weakness. Ravel turns back to you, clacking her yellow tusks as if in anticipation. Speak, precious man, but have care in your word, and know where your words fall. I like her. She has many good qualities, and I consider her a friend. Ravel slides her gaze off you and narrows her eyes at Grace. Enough of the games, Ravel. Look. Ravel clacks and turns glances at Anna with a sneer. And what of this strip of flesh? The fiendling, the tiefling with the scarlet hair and fiery passion. What is she to you, my precious man? Well, I know how Anna feels, but at the same time, I get the feeling that Ravel feels the same way towards Nameless, and I feel like saying that could very well endanger Anna. I like her company. I consider her my friend. Ravel glances at Anna and snorts, her black-veined eyes gleaming. So be it. Enough of the games, Ravel. Look, my next question is this. Ravel's voice drops, almost whispering, and suddenly you have a strange feeling she does not want to hear the answer. Why did you wait so long to return to me? Ravel grew lonely without you, my precious man. The way to this place is difficult, Ravel. Is the way so hard? A hint of a smile plays in the corner of her mouth. Then your visit is precious, and I give thanks. Have you another question for me? Ah, yes. The third and last question is this. As Ravel opens her mouth to speak her final question, you are suddenly gripped with a terrible realization that this final question has murdered many others to whom it has been asked. You know what it is, and you know it when you know, and you feel it welling up within you, but you feel compelled to ask it. What can change the nature of a man?
What can change the nature of a man?
I see you have not forgotten. Ravel smiles, her yellow fangs gleaming. What is your answer? There are a lot of choices here that resonate with me, but after being through everything I have and watching people change like this, I personally believe that greed can change the nature of a man. And that is your answer. The veins in Ravel's eyes begin to drift slightly, and she gives an evil smile. Be certain before you say. It may not be your answer, but it is my answer. And that is all I wished for, my precious man. Ravel's smile relaxes. A simple answer, and in the end, it may have been the men that I have laid low while they sought my answer. That's it? I thought... Ravel cackles. Countless times has the question been asked, and not once did the pathetic shells who came afore me answer with their answer, but always sought to creep inside my mind and find what I thought. Ugh. There's no truth in that. I don't believe you. In fact, I don't think they ever could have answered you true, even if it was true to them. Ravel falls suddenly, strangely silent. She is watching you warily. You never cared about any answer other than mine, ever, did you? Yet you still asked the question, knowing that no matter what the answer they gave, they would die by your hand.
Updated my journal.
Ravel hisses. Of course your answer was the only one I sought, for you are the only reason I asked the question. Did you think I cared for them? Did you ever think I cared a fraction for the amount of them that I cared for you, my precious man? Answer me that. I'm through answering your questions, Ravel. Now you will answer mine. Of course. Ever questions. Ever questions. Why did you make me immortal, Ravel? It is what you wanted, seedling. And you asked so sweetly. Now, how could Ravel say no to one such as you? Immortality was your solution and your challenge to me. My solution? But why? I don't know, seedling. Time has chipped away at my memories as well, it would seem. Seem? If you remember, tell me. I'm curious myself. It must have been something important. Isn't it in the nature of a man to want to live forever? Only if what lies on the other path carries greater pain. Ravel, this is very important. Do you have any idea why I asked you to do it? Death was a thing you needed to dodge. An easy thing to say, mayhap, but it is not. Immortality, even with its flaws, was the best solution that with his withered mind could untangle. Yet... lead is not easily exchanged to gold, but it is possible. Though the unwise... Unwise? Ravel. If water can be drawn from blood, mortality can be taken from a mortal, peeled back like a sticky film. So you pulled it off? The gulf between man and unman is great. You've traveled the distance. That provided the means, but you crossed on your own. Ravel slaps her hand and rakes her hand through her hair. Bad Ravel. Mortals are too flawed to be made last. Still they break. They must be dragged kicking and screaming into the unhealthy new mold. Unhealthy? So the ritual was flawed? Shortcuts must be made, and they can break the molded. For it is not always the mold that breaks, but the substance poured within it, forced something into shape it was not meant to be, and it breaks. I thought the material was of stronger stuff, but you have been broken. But I am immortal. Surely that was a success? You have survived long, immortal one, but you have become the prey of the creature that is life. She cups her hands and then reverses it, forming a canopy with her hands. The body is a hut for the soul, but now no one dwells in your hut. So what went wrong with the ritual? Puzzle-fleshed, broken, beautiful, beautiful mortal man, the ritual was not a finished thing. Ravel's brows wrinkle, and her talons pick at her hair, tugging on a lone strand. When the ritual gave you what you wanted, but the ritual gave you what you wanted, but great were the costs. The casting of shadows, the quiet, violent deaths of the mind, and the painstaking emptiness. These things, the dangerous, are in such a fragile vessel, no matter how strong the mortal man. Regret them, and the ritual do I. The casting of shadows? Ungrateful shades, but ungrateful without cause? The shades, they hate you, nameless one, for they are fathered by you, your children once forsaken. They will never forgive, and they will do everything to try to destroy the parent. Such is the way of children. How can I father shades, these shadows? Oh. You cast shadows on existence, nameless one. With every death, the shadow arises fresh from the fields of your flesh. They wander for a time, but they always return, looking to murder their parent. Such is the way of many offspring. Ravel purses her lips in disapproval, then suddenly pokes you in the chest with a talon, and thankless young men such as yourself. So, every time I die, every time Nameless dies, one of those things is created? Tell me more about the ritual. Violent death of the mind? 1,000 deaths, and you recover from each. Not so the mind. The mind is much more fragile. Its scars run deep and do not heal. The brain is encased in hard bone, shell difficult to breach, but with no defense against that which eats it from within. Painstaking emptiness. You have a hole where your mortality once lay within your shell. She makes her hand into a fist and shakes it. Rattle, rattle goes the hollow man, a baby's plaything with naught but a tiny stone in it, and that clatters and clacks within your frame. Despite these problems, though, it seems like the ritual worked.
Updated my journal.
Do you doubt, Ravel? Of course I delivered on what was promised. Not long after the spell drew to a close, I killed you to see if it had worked. You struggled so, but I kept my grip tight and watched as you died, the first of many deaths. Ravel clacks her teeth. Then I was learned of its flaws. Flaws? Ego enwraps us like a prison. I forgot that it did oft-times serve as a shield. Ravel clicks her tongue. My pretty, pretty thing. There is much wisdom and understanding in the truth of that life is as a preparation for the ultimate goal, death. Our life is a means by which we learn how to die, if we forget such things. So that's how you discovered I lost my memories when I died. Yes, Ravel nods. Unfortunate, without the mortality to hold such memories in tight, the shell of a body is. So you took my mortality from me. Is it still intact? Do you still have it? Ravel seems surprised, then alarmed. Yes, yes, yes! Fear not for a broken mortality. If you are here, talking to me, intact your mortality must be. Such a thing cannot, not be destroyed, as long as you exist. You are an anchor of your mortal soul. As long as you are intact, so it shall be. Made to last, are you? Ravel smiles and gives a wheezing laugh. For life swallowed you and spitted you out. It swallowed him, but I don't know if he came out of that end. Enough of this. Look, Ravel, you took my mortality from me, and it's caused more harm than good. I would take it back now. You have something and you've had it over long, I think. Ah, you make a demand. Ravel's black-veined eyes sharpen and twist, taking a disturbing awareness. She bares her yellow fangs. No, no, no. That, Ravel, I will not do. What is undone cannot be done. Why not? Ravel cannot give such a thing to you, my precious man, for Ravel has nothing to give. I never possessed you or your mortality, though I wish to keep them both in my garden as selfish affection's keepsakes, trace of the patterns of your flesh, but such things Ravel could not bring herself to do. Why not? You loved him! Anna breaks the silence. She shouts, astonished. You loved him, you did! Ravel gives a low, wide smile. Is it so hard for you to believe, fiendling? She cackles softly to herself. Does Ravel, being Ravel, and thus a myth, not deserve to carry such a thing at her black-brambled heart? No creature is undeserving of such a feeling, Ravel. Grace speaks softly. The histories do not point out and paint such a compassionate picture of you, however. The past is the past, and histories care little for speaking the truth of it. Ravel frowns, her voice drops slightly, threateningly, as she studies Grace. The feeling brushed me, yes, and now hold your slivered tongue, abyssal daughter. I need not your soft words to cloud the air here. The man and I shall speak, and you shall bow out of this. I shall attend to you shortly. You will not touch her, or any of my friends. If you don't have my mortality, then where is it? I don't know, sweet thing, but if I were you, I'd get it back quick. Nothing telling what horrible things someone could do to you if they held your mortality for ransom. Ravel clicks her talons together. It would be like holding someone's sweet, succulent soul, puppet dancing on someone's strings you would be. A most sad puppet, too. To know where it is, I do not. Hold a moment. You say you don't know where my mortality is. Do you know someone who does know where it is? Ravel smiles horridly, her tusks gleaming. Clever you are. Yes, there is another who might know the things that Ravel does not. Who? Ravel's eyes dim, as if she is staring at something in the distance, and her voice slows. A fair-skinned one, must you ask? An angel, a deva, one who soars on the wings of morning, and with his hands is the architect of horizons. He lies beyond my keeping, in another cage, in another prison. In his knowing is the knowing of what you wish to know. Ask him your questions, and listen to his answers. Use them as guides. Where can I find this angel?
Updated my journal.
In leaving this present to another cursed prison you will arrive. Though it may not appear as such casual glances, step lightly and find the golden link to the ever-shortening chain. The light shall give the dark, and you shall give the dark of the matter, and new paths shall be opened to you. Any other questions for you, Ravel? Of course, ever questions. Ever questions. I have some questions about you, Ravel. Yes? Ask your questions and about Ravel, my precious man. Who are you, and where did you come from? I? Ravel am I, a maker and breaker of puzzles, a solver of what cannot be solved, a mind raveling and unraveling until the threads cannot be ended, until the threads of thought are tied up like knots of a drunken man's hair. Ravel picks at one of her jagged gray hairs, wrapping it around her finger. It is enough. Enough it is. Well, I guess that makes enough sense. Let's see. I wonder. Legends claim you are a powerful mage, Ravel. Can you teach me some of the art? Ravel frowns disapprovingly, her bluish skin twisting like a rag. Does Ravel know the art? Is your mind gone away of mortality, such a thing, all up and lost? I have forgotten more of the art than you shall. She jabs you with one of her talons. Ever. She jabs you again. No. Can you teach me some of the art, then? Ravel narrows her black-veined eyes, studying you. Mayhap I could be persuaded by one such as you, though any other would not have such a chance, nor the boon I offer. Are you a rudimentary student in the arts, or am I facing a tried master? Compared to you, I am but a rudimentary student. Very well. Ravel's voice changes, it's alternating in pitch, like someone plucking a stringed instrument. Much I have learned in tending in this garden, charms and incantations distilled from the barbs. She begins to hum slightly to herself, rhyming, swaying ways of the consonants, constants, and motions that bring briars to your aid. Listen, the branches will speak of it. As you close your eyes and listen, a great trembling passes through you, as if dozens of barbed snakes were burrowing through your flesh. Just as when you think that the pain is more than you can bear, you suddenly, instinctively begin humming the same tune that Ravel did, and the pain ebbs. In the distance of the maze, you can hear the clicking of tree creatures, as if responding to your call. Ravel watches you with a curious sight in her black-veined eyes. Such power! She gives a soft hiss, as if in wonder, and then her lips peel back in a smile. It touches all that hear it. You are powerful, my precious man. So powerful. One day even the plains may bend to your will. I do not wish such a thing, Ravel. There are many who would walk that path, but not I. Ravel nods, then nods at your hand, which, to your surprise, holds a number of black barbed seeds. Take those seeds, use them as you will, and to this I grant an additional boon. She plucks a hair from her head and takes a handful of seeds and places them in her palm. She crushes them. A small trail of blackish blood runs from her hand. When she opens it, there is no wound. Only a necklace of black barbs woven around a lock of Ravel's gray hair. Take this. It is of me, and shall serve you well.
I couldn't carry any more, so I had to drop it.
Oh, fuck. Save some of those seeds, precious man. Use not all of them, for may they prove useful in other planes in this maze, but powerful you are, the planes you will find. Thank you for the information you have given me, Ravel, but I must leave now. Hold. Ravel drops to a low hiss, like that of a serpent. The most important question you have yet to ask, my precious man. Has it occurred to you yet? Oops. Yeah, I need to know how to leave this place. Do you know the answer to that? I know the branchings of this place, the twistings and bendings and burrowings. Though there are no leaves here, one may only take their leave when they wish it. So you do know how to leave. Wrap your hands about you like branches. Make them encircle your chest like a cage. Step from the edge of the maze and into the darkness. And into another cage your body shall go. A simple leaving, but there is no return when the final step is taken. So take heed and take what you need before you take the step. Which one of the edges of the maze do I leave by? Which? A question posed to the witch. Which? One of the edges knows not I, the remembering of which has failed me, and the edges of the men of the maze had little to say about the matter. You've known how to leave all this time? Then why don't you leave? Why stay when one can leave your question to me? Ravel breaks into a crooked smile, displaying a row of fangs. I turn the question upon its head and send it scurrying back to you. The answer lies not in the staying or leaving, but in the causes and reasons, my precious half-man. Don't you want to leave? It is a want, a once want, but not a now want, and more a not at want. What do I need that lies beyond my brambled walls? A cruel, jagged world beyond the edges of its maze, and Ravel pulled enough of its shards from her skin. Very well. Thank you, Ravel. I must bid you farewell. As you're about to utter your farewell, you suddenly feel a crawling sensation in the back of your skull, and you notice Ravel's black-veined eyes have taken on a strange, predatory fire. You're not going to let me leave, are you, Ravel? A perceptive question, yet it is not the real question. Ravel's voice takes on a strange whisper, very sad, that sends a faint echo through your mind. The question is, do you wish to leave me, half-man? I have to. It's important to find out all I can about myself, and there is much more I need to know. There is a terrible, terrible shimmering in the air around Ravel, and from the sound of snapping twigs and cracking tree limbs, the horrid sound of trees bending and splintering. What? Ravel's lips peel back, and her voice becomes shrill like a howling wind. What do you know of knowing, half-man? Know this. Know you will stay here until the end days in my brambled garden, never to leave, and you shall love me as you were meant, as you promised. Ravel, calm down. I need to leave, but No. Do not threaten me. I will leave this place. I shall not let you leave. I have the powers to keep you here, and I shall use it. My black barbed maze shall not allow you to travel beyond it while I live, my precious, precious man. Ravel, I don't want to fight you. Don't do this. Allow me passage, and I shall return to visit you. Nobody deserves to be alone like this. Return! Return as you claimed you would so long ago? No, No, you shall not lie to Ravel twice. No more centuries shall when will I wait for you? Ravel's lips peeled back. Her talons seemed to grow into fiendish claws. Here in my garden you will stay, and wander the plains you will no longer. Ravel, calm yourself. There's no need for this.
You have forgotten your place, half-man. Humility is in order.
Ravel, don't do this.
In no
I feel stronger.
Earthamon, I have become stronger.
Oh dear. Okay, let's start everything off by leveling up. Here we go.
Attend me, my pets.
Gather to me.
You have become strong.
Oh, we can summon them too. Alright. Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea based on where they are right. No. Grace? No, wait, no more, no. It shouldn't attack me from here, I don't think, so...
Packet dropped. Reiterate request. Sure, why not?
Just making sure these two are attacking.
Processing.
Balance in all things.
There are no more plants around, so... I wonder.
Gotta face on the hammer club. Plant life is not indigenous to structure.
I really need to learn how to fix these. Oh, fuck.
Right.
I shall serve.
What the fuck? She's frozen them. Oh, fuck. No, wait, are they... No more. Wait, what the... Oh god, the shadows are here. We need to leave. Wait, skeletons? I don't understand. Oh, jeez. Okay, we need to do some quick inventory management. Grace, I just want you to just, like, hold on do a couple of things for me. More, hang on to this. I need to pick up all the things that I dropped.
All right.
First, the necklace. Can I not wear the necklace? Fuck. We stack the seeds at least. There we go. Wait, what the? Hey! What?
Good as done. Okay. Did you see that?
Oh, shit. Oh, this isn't good. I'm just trying to pick some stuff up. Go away. Fuck. I'm just trying to pick some stuff up. Please leave. Please leave, leave, leave. Oh my god. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Okay. Move over a little more. Come on. Get the... Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Black sphere. Oh, jeez. Okay. First of all, Heart Charm, Grace, you need this. Heart Charm, I need this. Get everybody nice and healed up. We need to go. But I don't know where we... I mean, if we get to the entrance, then yeah, right? Come on, come on, we need to go, we need to go. It's not safe for us, it was never safe for us to be here, but it's definitely not safe now. Let's get out of here. Wait, what? Oh, right, that... Fuck, that thing she mentioned. Well, she said one of the corners, so... I don't know, this one? Oh, right, fuck, I forgot to... Wait, there's a portal here. Okay, everybody book it. Everybody book it. Mort, come on! Mort, come on, we gotta go!
Portal detected.
What the? It didn't work. Oh, fuck. What the? Why didn't this open up last time? Fold your arms around you like a cage and leap through the portal. Wait, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you?
Off with you. Dead I am.
Then Death's kingdom has sealed its gates to us both. Arise, crone.
Shh. Away with you. I'm dead, and no traffic with
I
the
care
living.
little for how you die, but I warn you for the last time. Arise, or I shall slay you where you lie.
I had thought that dying at his hand would fulfill the requirements the past put forth.
You cannot have thought that one would have a chance. You were indulgent to let him think he was successful.
The transcendent one.
Powerful this incarnation is. And kill me he could have, but for a few tricks I possess. Fortunate was I.
Are they working together?
Fortune abandoned you the moment I found you. Has your life prepared you for what is to come, hag?
I am not afraid. Not of the likes of you, ragged thing. Weak Ravel may be, but a few tricks has Ravel learned over the years, and I have known you would come.
Oh my god.
No longer shall you trouble existence with your presence, witch.
She didn't even stand a chance against this guy. Who is he? More importantly, we're in the Outlands. We're not in Sigil. Oh dear. Where are we? Cursed. Most importantly, before we end the episode, is everybody okay? Whoa. I don't know what that is, but it's actually kind of cute. Before the episode ends, is everybody okay? Mort?
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Just checking to see if you're still with me, buddy. Dak'kon?
What is your will?
Dak'kon? Ravel told me Ravel called you a slave. What did she mean? The hag. She knows nothing. Dak'kon's blade ripples, and you watch as the edges become grayed and dulled. His face clenches, and he speaks through his teeth. It is not my will to speak of this. I want to hear you speak of it. In fact, Ravel said a number of things in that conversation which interested me, to say the least. Know that your will is my will. When you speak, know I must hear you. Know that your words may slay my blade or guide it to the throat of another. But why? Dak'kon seems to look through you, as if meeting your gaze is unbearable. Your path is my path. I am chained to you. You're my slave? At the word slave, Dak'kon's face collapses in pain, as if he was struck, as if the word was a dagger stabbing at the core of his suffering. But why, Dak'kon? Know it is a long tale, and know that nothing is gained in the telling. I will hear it.
Updated my journal.
The people do not allow themselves to be enslaved to another in deed or chains. If we find ourselves in such a cage, we act to free ourselves, even if this means we must endure another cage for a time. You performed a great service for me. In so doing, you enslaved me. I acted to free myself. Know that I surrendered my word and myself to act in your name until your death. But I can't die. That was not known to me. I surrendered my word to him. I surrendered myself. Know that there is now nothing left that I may surrender except my life. Know that I follow you only so I might die. Dak'kon, it doesn't have to be this way. I can release you. I no longer wish you to be a slave. Consider the debt paid. No. Dak'kon's forehead creases in pain. His eyes stare through you. It is not your word that carries the weight, and your word will not free me. It is the word that chains, and then the word that chains me is mine. The torment is mine. I know in my heart that the chains remain. Words will not free them. Is there any other way you can be free? I want you to walk by my side as an equal, by your own choice, not as a slave. You must die a final death, yet your path is not death's path. There is no resolution in the matter. I swear I will find one, Dak'kon. I will find one that sets you free.
Updated my journal.
Dak'kon's voice becomes ragged, as if he has suddenly become sick. No, you have added other words to my words. His expression is pained, and his gaze meets yours. Now you have chained us both. If it gives you a chance at freedom, so be it. Grace?
Yes?
I had some questions about our travels, Grace. When we were in Ravel's maze, she said you were tormented. Are you in pain? Fall from Grace is silent for a moment, her gaze becoming distant. When she turns back to you, her eyes are a strange shade of azure, the shade that speaks of sadness and tears. Ravel sees much with her black brambled eyes, some things which are hidden in another's eyes, even things about their own natures. She shakes her head slowly. Sometimes the pain makes itself known. I have learned that it is a difficult thing to turn on one's nature. Are you going to be all right, Grace? She smiles very faintly as she meets your gaze. Yes, you are kind to ask. The pain still makes itself known, but I came to terms with my nature many centuries ago. Very well, Grace stops you before you can continue. I thank you for asking about my well-being. Your concern is not unwelcome. I was just checking in on you. Nordum? Nordum is staring at his crossbows intently. They are making a variety of clicking noises, first one, then the other, as if conversing. How are you doing, Nordum? Introspective cycle commencing. Nordum clicks, his eyes close and begins to hum. A few moments later, his eyes click open. Introspective, evaluation, perceptions have become 1 smaller and B louder. Wings have been replaced. Okay, so he's doing alright, I think. Finally, Anna, how you doing?
Hi. What is it you want then?
Let's see. In the maze, Ravel said you were tormented. What did she mean? Anna frowns. She meant nothing, she did. Barmy hag talk it was. Are you sure? It was nothing. If you don't know what she was saying, I don't either. Well, if you want to talk about it, I'm Anna's gaze drops for a moment. I don't know why I'm traveling with you. I don't know why I went with you to find Ravel. She frowns. She seems more confused than angry. It makes no sense, it does, and I don't like it. Anna takes a deep breath. I think I have feelings for you. It's strange, it does. I don't think I've ever liked anyone, but you... Anna gives a half-hearted shrug without meeting your gaze. I don't know what it is about you. I mean, you're daft a lot of times. You walk like your hips are broken. You're clumsy. You smell like a zombie, but... She sighs. I like you. Anna, why didn't you say something? We could have settled this long before... It's because I think you're doomed. And as Anna meets your gaze, I think you walk with chains, but you don't know it, and you don't know it yet. So I feel for you, but I'm afraid for you, and that's killing me, it is. I cannot let you come to harm. I don't know what I'll be able to do to stop it. Don't worry about it. You grab the back of her neck with your free hand, and you watch Anna's features go to stone as you pull her to you and kiss her on the lips. At first, it's like kissing a wall, and then she slowly starts kissing you back, hesitant at first, then with more confidence, her teeth lightly biting your lower lip. You hear her snarl in the back of her throat, and her tail starts snaking around your leg, then squeezing each squeeze. Okay, fuck, I thought this was gonna be romantic. Don't start fucking in the middle of the streets, you two. Would you two cut it out before I have to get a Dabbus to come over here and separate the two of you? We're not in Sigil anymore, Mort. Or at least allow me to cut in. As you kiss, suddenly you notice that Anna's skin is becoming warm. It's radiating heat, like hot coals. You pull back, Anna's teeth giving one last bite. Then she looks at you in confusion, then anger. What is it then? I'm no good at it, am I? No, it's your skin. Why are you getting so warm all of a sudden? Anna frowns and then looks down at herself. You notice the small wisps of smoke are trailing from the edges of her jerkin. Oh god. Fiend blood it is. She raises an eyebrow. Never had that happen before, though. What, no one's ever kissed you before? She shrugs. No one's ever dared to. And even if they did, I doubt it would have been like that. Well, I guess I'll take it as a compliment then. Anna glances around, her tail flicking erratically. Are we gonna keep moving on now or what? We don't have time to be standing and chatting, we don't. Oh god. Nah, we'll respect her feelings. Oh, we got a lot done in this episode. We found out more about Nameless. Nameless has a girlfriend, and I don't know if we've upset Dak'kon or not. A little worried about that, but next time we're going to explore this new weird town we're in. So I will see you guys then, and take care.